Prime Minister inaugurates and lays foundation stones of 100 development projects in Khulna. Sheikh Hasina hopeful of victory of both in next election. Prime Minister asks engineers to implement government development projects with skill and honesty. Take preparation for next election instead of lobbying with foreign countries, Wadul Qadir tells BNP. US to remain beside Bangladesh to resolve Rohingya crisis, says a visiting US Deputy Assistant to President Donald Trump. Knife attack on Professor Zafar Iqbal. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina condemns attack, directs tracking down of culprits. Landslide victory of BJP and Tripura Bidhan Sabha election, ending 20 years left rule. And away in Wellington, England advance in ODI series 2-1, defeating New Zealand in third match. Assalamu alaikum. This is News at 10 on BTV, BTV World and BTV Chittagong Centre. I'm Anika Ambreen and joining me tonight is
Mahmoudur Rahman. Assalamu alaikum. Those were the headlines. We'll move on now to details of those and other stories. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has expressed her firm optimism of Awami League's victory in the next election and said the development spree will continue through it. She was addressing a mammoth public rally in Khulna this afternoon. Sheikh Hasina said she would build a poverty and hunger-free Bangladesh through elevating its status as a middle-income country by 2021 and a developed one by 2041. The Awami League president said the country witnessed development campaign over the past 9 years as the people gave mandate to Awami League, while she urged them to give their verdict so that the party could retain the responsibility to keep up the spree. The Premier said her government aimed to advance and develop the country further. The people achieved independence and rights to speak in the mother language by casting vote for Awami League, she said. The Prime Minister also reiterated firm stance against corruption alongside terrorism and militancy, saying that the criminals and corrupts were destined to be exposed to justice as the government meant rule of law. The Premier said Khalida Zia had committed corruption that led her to prison in line with a court verdict, while the Awami League and the government have nothing to do in this regard. But she said the past government under Khalida's premiership witnessed unbridled terrorism, militancy and corruption. The Premier particularly recalled that during the period the BNP Jamaat nexus in Khulna turned Khulna into a sanctuary of terrorism and militancy. The Prime Minister said Khulna is now a city of peace as the government has curbed terrorism and militancy with iron hands, while she sought cooperation of the people so terrorism and militancy never raised their head. The Awami League chief also urged the cross-section of people, including parents, guardians, teachers, public representatives and religious leaders, to be vigilant so that their children do not indulge in terrorism, militancy or get addicted to drugs. Earlier, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina inaugurated 47 development projects and laying foundation stones of 52 other schemes. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has urged engineers to be more proactive and honest in using their professional skills to implement government's development plans. The Premier made the call while inaugurating the 58th Convention of Engineers Institution Bangladesh, IEB, in its Khulna centre today. Sheikh Hasina also urged engineers to be innovative in fixing strategies and inventing technologies to explore alternative energy-efficient technology and low-cost housing to spearhead the development campaign amidst limited resources. She asked them to simultaneously attach importance in developing environment-friendly and disaster and particularly earthquake-proof infrastructure for their sustainability. The Premier said Bangladesh is no more lagging behind in the areas of science and technology. The country is now a development role model with 7.28% growth in the last fiscal year. The Prime Minister also sought everybody's support to build Bangladesh as a poverty, hunger and militancy-free nation. Pointing out her government's stride to reach the benefits of science and information and communication technology, ICT, to the people's doorsteps, Sheikh Hasina said her government wants to expedite the process by using the talents of the engineers. At the function, the Premier distributed awards among engineers for their outstanding contribution in different areas and conferred degrees on successful students of vocational, master's and diploma engineering courses. Road Transport and Bridges Minister Obaidul Qadir has called upon BNP to take preparation for the next election instead of lobbying with foreign countries. He made the call while conducting a leaflet distribution campaign in the city's Mirpur area, organised by Dhaka City North Awami League on the occasion of 7th March public meeting today. Dhaka City North Awami League General Secretary Sadiq Khan, Member of Parliament Aslamul Haq, Organising Secretary of Awami League Inamul Haq Shamim and leaders of Dhaka City North Awami League were also present among others. Obaidul Qadir said BNP has been making anti-national conspiracy for 9 years and Awami League has been implementing development agenda of the public by facing this conspiracy.
Industries Minister Amir Hussain Amu has said the government is working relentlessly to ensure modern and scientific education for all across the country. He said this while addressing a rally at Firoza Amur School and College premises in Chalukate today. The rally was organised marking foundation of new academic building of the school and college. Managing Committee Chairman of the school, Engineer M.A. Rab, chaired the rally, which was also addressed by Chalukate District Council Chairman Shoda Muhammad Shah Alam and Nal Chiti Upazila Awami League President Taslimuddin Chaudhry. Amir Hussain Amu said none other than Awami League has worked for overall development of the country. He urged all to support Awami League in the next election for peace, happiness and continued development. Finance Minister Abul Mal Abdul Muhit has said publication of books should not remain confined to book fair alone. Rather, it should continue throughout the year. He said this at the publication ceremony of the book Nirbachito Probandho at the Bangla Academy today. Professor Emeritus Anisuzzaman chaired the function while economist Dr. Qazi Khalikuzaman, educationist Abdullah Abu Said and Bangla Academy Director General Shamsuzzaman Khan took part in the discussion among others. The Finance Minister said the book fair is a huge encouragement for writing and creating readers, but one must not haste to publish books for the fair alone, but take care of public for flawless books for high quality. Onno Prakash has published Nirbachito Probandho, which compiles 19 selected essays of Abul Mal Abdul Muhit. Information Minister Hasanul Haq Inu has said flourishing the spirit of liberation war and building of a developed country will be strengthened if the present government is re-elected in the next election. He said this while addressing a second session of 58th Convention of Engineers Institution Bangladesh at Kolishpur in Khulna today. Describing various aspects of Rupur nuclear power plant, Hasanul Haq Inu expressed hope that it will be safest and cheapest source of power. He urged the countrymen to be cautious and stop the militants to use atomic power in future. The US government will work with Bangladesh to resolve the long-standing Rohingya crisis and ensure safe, secure and dignified return of Rohingya people to their homeland and Myanmar's Rakhine state. U.S. Deputy Assistant to U.S. President Donald Trump Lisa Curtis said this while visiting Kutupalung Rohingya camp at Ukiapozil in Cox's Bazar today. In this connection, she put emphasis on full implementation of Kofi Annan Commission report. She highly appreciated Bangladesh government for providing shelter to the huge number of Rohingya refugees on humanitarian grounds. U.S. Ambassador to Bangladesh, Marsha Bernicat, among others, accompanied Lisa Curtis during the visit. Bernicat said USA is working with the international community for ensuring smooth repatriation of Rohingya people, and USA will work even with Myanmar government so that the Rohingya people could return to their homeland. Earlier, the U.S. delegation also visited Balu Kali camp in Ukia and Shamlapur camp in Teknaf, Pozala. Renowned writer and professor of Shah Jalal University of Science and Technology, Sylhet, Dr. Mohammad Zafar Iqbal was stabbed by an unknown assailant on the university this evening. He came under attack just as he was returning to ICT Bhavan of the campus after attending an academic festival in the campus, and he was taken to Sylhet Osmani Medical College Hospital immediately. The assailant stabbed on the head of Professor Zafar Iqbal from behind with a sharp weapon. Doctors of Osmani Medical College Hospital said the eminent scientist, however, was out of danger and he was being treated for the head injury as he was immediately rushed to the facility. In this connection, an assailant was caught red-handed, by his identity could not be known immediately. Sylhet Metropolitan Police Commissioner said Professor Zafar Iqbal is being taken to Combined Military Hospital CMH by an air ambulance. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina strongly condemned the attack on Mohammad Zafar Iqbal. Simultaneously, the Prime Minister directed the authorities concerned to track down the culprits involved in the attack and bring him to book.
Now some international news. The BTV has won... The BJP has won a landslide victory in the Bidhan Sabha election of Tripura, ending the unchallenged 25-year rule of the Left Front government. Counting of votes has been completed in the three northeast states, Nagaland, Meghalaya and Tripura. The BJP, under its state chief Biplop Kumar Deb and along with its ally Indigenous Peoples Front of Tripura, won 43 seats. CPIM leader and Chief Minister Manik Sarkar has reached the end, with the party getting 16 seats. Prime Minister Narendra Modi in his tweet described the Tripura election as epoch-making. Gunmen have launched twin attacks in the capital of Burkina Faso, Ouagadougou, against the French embassy and army headquarters. 8 security personnel and 8 attackers were killed in the fighting, while 80 people, including civilians, were wounded. It was not immediately clear who had carried out the attack.
Textiles and Jute Minister Imazuddin Pramanik has called upon all to work along with the government from their respective positions for making the use of jute and jute products more popular at home and abroad. He made the call at a water rally program at Hathijil in the capital today. State Minister for Textiles and Jute Mirza Azam was present, among others. Peoples from all ages flocked on banks of entire Hathijil to enjoy the rare boat rally. The government has chalked out a week-long program including rally, road show, art camp, poem festival, seminar and symposiums centering the National Jute Day on 6th March. The minister said the present government is committed to revive the past glory of gilded fibre, the pride of Bangladesh. Later, a buzzing concert was held on the bank of Hathijil with lively performance of the country's popular singers. Shipping Minister Shah Jahan Khan has said next national elections would be held in line with the Constitution. He said this while inaugurating the 26th Chittagong International Trade Fair 2018 at Bangabandhu Conference Hall of the World Trade Center in Chittagong today. The function was addressed, among others, by State Minister for Land, Saifuzaman Chaudhry Jabed, City Mayor A.J.M. Nasruddin, former President of Chittagong Chamber of Commerce and Industries CCI Emir Latif MP and CCI President Mahbubul Alam. The month-long mega event, the second largest international trade fair in the country, is being held under the auspices of CCCI. The shipping minister said the government of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has been working relentlessly for improving the living standard of the people.
And now some sports news. England beat New Zealand by 4 runs in the third ODI at Westpac Stadium in Wellington to take a 2-1 lead in the 5-match series today. Chasing a victory target of 235, Kane Williamson performed brilliantly and was unbeaten on 112 for New Zealand. But at the end, it turned out to be an innings in a losing cause as New Zealand fell short to 230 for 8 in their stipulated 50 overs. Earlier, New Zealand won the toss and sent England to bat first. The English scored 234 in their stipulated 50 overs. Ewan Morgan scored 48 for the visitors. Moeen Ali was adjudged man of the match for taking 3 wickets and scoring 23. And now to end the bulletin, here once again are the headlines. Prime Minister inaugurates and lays foundation stones of 100 development projects in Khulna. Sheikh Hasina hopeful of victory of both in next election. Prime Minister asks engineers to implement government development projects with skill and honesty. Take preparation for next election instead of lobbying with foreign countries, Obaidul Qadir tells BNP. US to remain beside Bangladesh to resolve Rohingya crisis, says visiting US Deputy Assistant to President Donald Trump. Knife attack on Professor Zafar Iqbal. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina condemns the attack, directs tracking down of culprits. Landslide victory for BJP in Tripura Vidhan Sabha election, ending 25 years left rule. And away in Wellington, England advance in the ODI series 2-1, defeating New Zealand in the third match.
And that's all from the newsroom at the moment. Thank you for staying with us, and we invite you to watch our next